Well, I recently interviewed Turk.
My man.
Formerly Cash Money.
Yeah.
And this sort of made some, some fireworks along the way.
Okay.
He talked about the whole kissing thing.
Right.
Which he's never denied.
Right.
He said, Birdman.
I seen it too. Yeah.
Birdman has kissed him in the, in the
Right.
lips. He's seen Wayne do it. He's seen BG do it.
Right.
Juvenile, he didn't really, like the younger dudes did it, but the older dudes kind of,
right.
Whatever. Right. And what he said was, which I remember the Breakfast Club even talked about this on there. He said, hey man, listen, whether you want to admit it or not, every man plays gay games with their friends.
I read that.
Every male, dog, have some type of game, gay game. That's what they call it, gay game, penitentiary game that they play with their homeboy. You know what I'm saying? Niggas not gonna mention it. They not gonna say it because of social media, and they'll try to act like they gangster or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But every nigga might be like, damn, bitch, you sexy today, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be doing shit like that. But to me, it's not no, you know what I'm saying? When you know your sexual preference, bro, it's like, Number
one, would you agree or disagree with that statement?
Vlad, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, Vlad. I've been here a long time to hear some of the things that come out of people's mouths, their thought process, literally scares the fuck out of me that people really think or say the things that they're saying. My answer to it, no. I don't believe that.
He also called it penitentiary games.
Yeah, I ain't got that kind of time. Glad.
Yeah, I started to think, I'm like, have I ever played gay games with my friends?
Never did no shit like that.
I don't think I have.
I never did no shit like that.
I don't think I have. I'm being honest right now. And I would admit it if I did.
I'm trying to figure out what's wrong. Like, what's wrong? What happened?
Think I have. I don't think I have.
Vlad, what happened? I mean, I'm a lot older than you, but what happened?
I don't know.
Something happened.
I don't know. And listen, I feel these were kids. So honestly, I put it on Birdman as opposed to them. They didn't know. Listen, they're on the ride of their lives. Cash Money's blowing up.
And I'm not even talking about the kissing. I'm talking about playing the gay games.
The gay game.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I think what Baby did was like the mafia. They kissed on the cheek, Baby kissed them in the mouth.
Right.
See, when I was hanging with them, a lot of people in New Orleans, I had to call my homies and say, this is what y'all do down here? So my other street dudes down there was like, no, that's that shit Baby them do. It's exactly what he said.
That's not New Orleans thing, that's a Baby thing.
Yeah, that's what Baby them do. I never questioned Baby's sexuality. Never questioned Turks. I've been with them. I hung with these brothers for years.
Mm-hmm.
I come from New Jersey, Jersey City, New Jersey, up on the hill, Bitwall, Myrtle Avenue. But I grew up in the 60s. I grew up with the Black Panthers, who they office right down the street from my home on Myrtle Avenue. I move and think a different way. And I told people one time, I said, this is why we have to die. I'm gonna get deep on you now. The reason why a lot of us have to die because the world changes and we can't accept some of the things that we see because there's a transformation, there's an evolution. I'm not gonna say there's growth. I'm gonna say the way the world thinks differently.
Yeah, the old ideas have to die.
Yes, and if our great-great-grandparents saw the stuff that we thought was just easy, they will say, what the hell is wrong with you too? Let's go with bathing suits for a second before we move on. What people don't know about bathing suits back in the 60s and late 50s, your bathing suit had to be an inch over your knee. Or you got a ticket on the beach.
Men or women?
For women.
Women, okay.
And you go to jail.
Oh.
This with the thong down the crack of your ass and your stomach and your ass out. If you had this back then, so imagine
you'd get arrested.
Our grandparents, if they saw what women were doing today.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember thongs being a thing when I was growing up.
No, you couldn't dress like that.
No, a thong was like something you'd wear in a porno or something.
Right.
Like, I mean, this was not something that you were
and it was kind of taboo because my mother wouldn't allow her grandchildren or any family member. That was thongs at one time was embarrassing. You said you was getting a thong. A girl was telling her mom she was getting a thong. You had some problems. Now,
it's the norm, right? And you have BBLs now, which is also the norm.
Right.
Brazilian butt lifts.
And we're changing.
And it's turning into. I remember seeing something about how you now have something called BBL fashion,
right?
Where basically fashion companies are now marketing towards women with BBLs, and when you look at look at Fashion Nova. Like who are Fashion Nova brand ambassadors? They're not like natural girls most of the time. It's usually girls with a bunch of plastic surgery and so forth. And it's like, yeah, so-and-so and they're Fashion Nova and they're pushing it.
The history of surgery to me interests me. I want to see what the women do when their bodies are old, but their bodies are still young. If that makes sense, like the firm titties, the fake butts, right? When the rest of you gets old and you shrivel up, how does that work out? It's gonna be interesting.
You can usually tell by a woman's neck.
Or elbows.
Yeah. Because there are certain things you can't do with plastic surgery, like your neck.
And your elbows.
Yeah, and the elbows.
And you look at a woman's neck and her elbow. See, I can tell people all the time, I like women. I come from an era where I like to take a woman's bra off, her titties go under the armpits. Right? Because you don't need the titties anyway. So you got your hand on the chest, you're having fun. Now, when you want to fuck with the titty, you take the titty from under the armpit, you have fun, you lick it, and then you throw the titty back under. And then you really want to have fun sometime, you take both the titties, click, clack, and be like, sprinkles.